Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting out in the NL West, the Los Angeles Dodgers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-2. The Padres smacked 15 team hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 9-6. In other Padres news, right fielder Franmil Reyes has been placed on the 60-day disabled list, according to team reports. He has a fractured bone in his arm. Kyle Freeland got the win, throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run, leading the Rockies to a win against Milwaukee 3-1. Aaron Hicks had 2 long balls and 4 driven in as the Yankees beat the Diamondbacks 6-3. The Cleveland Indians racked up 11 hits as a team as they manhandled the Marlins 7-0. The St. Louis Cardinals totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 10-8. Also out of the nation's capital, starting pitcher Jeremy Hellickson is currently listed as day-to-day. Word is that he's got a strained shoulder muscle. In more Cardinals news, relief pitcher Andrew Miller will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He's dealing with a pulled muscle in his leg. The Cincinnati Reds picked up 14 hits in total as they manhandled the Mets 12-3. The Tigers had 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 7-1. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. Chris Davis swung the bat well with 3 hits as Oakland took down the Red Sox 4-1. In other Red Sox news, second baseman Dustin Pedroia will be out of action for the next couple of days. He's got an ACL sprain. The Chi Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-6. The Tampa Bay Rays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 9-4. The Twins got the home victory against the Astros 1-0. In other Twins news, relief pitcher Addison Reed is currently listed as day-to-day. He's dealing with a strained pectoral muscle. Justin Upton drove in 4 overall with 2 big flies, leading the Halos to the win over the Blue Jays 6-4. Kyle Schwarber was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits, helping lead the Cubs to a win over the Mariners 10-9. The Texas Rangers combined for 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 12-1. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Giants pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 2-1. Also out of Arizona, the team has announced a trade where they will receive starting pitcher Dylan Bundy and second baseman Steve Wilkerson from the Baltimore Orioles. In exchange, Baltimore receives closer Archie Bradley, according to team reports. As of today, the Giants are in last place in the NL West, and the Diamondbacks are third in the division. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 2-1. In more news from the boys in blue, first baseman Max Muncy is being made available to other teams in the trade market, according to multiple sources. It's rumored the Red Sox could be interested. Heading into the day, the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West, while the Dodgers are atop the division. The Cardinals put together 10 total hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 7-3. In the standings, the Padres sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, while the Cardinals sit in 2nd place in the National League Central. The Marlins swatted 4 home runs in this one as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 5-4. In other Marlins news, the club has made a trade and have acquired starting pitcher Guadalupe Aguilar, relief pitcher Frank Sanchez, and one additional player from the New York Yankees. And in return, they'll send left fielder Curtis Granderson, according to multiple sources. As of right now, the Marlins are in 3rd place in the NL East, while the Phillies are atop the division. The Braves combined to give up just 5 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-1. At the start of the day, the Mets sit in last place in the National League East, and the Braves are 2nd in the division. The Cubs knocked out 10 hits as a team as they ran over the Reds 6-0. Also in Cubs news, starting pitcher Yu Darvish will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He's said to be dealing with elbow inflammation. As of today, the Reds are in 4th place in the NL Central, while the Cubs are atop the division. The Pittsburgh Pirates got 11 hits overall as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-4. In other news from Pittsburgh, left fielder Corey Dickerson is reportedly being shopped around to other teams and could be on the move in the near future. Milwaukee is rumored to be in the mix for his services. Heading into the day, the Brewers sit in last place in the National League Central Division, while the Pirates are 3rd in the division. The New York Yankees completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the Red Sox on the road 5-4. Entering the day's action, the Red Sox are in 2nd place in the AL East, while the Yankees are atop the division. The Rangers totaled 11 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-2. Also from Tampa Bay, left fielder Tommy Pham could potentially get traded in the near future as he's currently being shopped around to other teams. It's possible the Brewers could be among the interested teams. As of right now, the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East, while the Rangers sit in 4th place in the American League West. The Blue Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-2. In the standings, the Blue Jays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, and the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division. The Indians totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 8-4. As of today, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division, while the Indians are leading the American League Central Division. The Minnesota Twins set 3 balls into the seats as they beat the White Sox on the south side 7-4. Entering the day's action, the White Sox are in 4th place in the AL Central, and the Twins are 3rd in the division. The Washington Nationals combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 10-9. As of right now, the Tigers are in 2nd place in the AL Central, and the Nationals are in 4th place in the NL East. Keenan Middleton grabbed his 4th victory out of the pen, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 2-1. In other A's news, center fielder Ramon Laureano will be out of action for the next couple of days. He's dealing with a strained pectoral muscle. Heading into the day, the Angels are in 1st place in the AL West, and the Athletics are 2nd in the division. The Houston Astros launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-5. At the start of the day, the Astros sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, while the Mariners are at the bottom of the division. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 4-3. The Cincinnati Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Indians 3-2. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 7-5. In other White Sox news, starting pitcher Michael Cole
Now that the rules are clear, it's time for the Home Run Derby. Up first in this head-to-head matchup, representing the Chicago Cubs, Kyle Schwarber. Let's see what he can do. No doubt about that one. That one is gone. His second home run. No question about that one. 3 minutes to go. Out of here. That's his 4th home run. That's a home run, his 5th in the round. His 3rd consecutive home run. Now. 5 straight home runs. 6 consecutive home runs. Just 1 minute remaining. That's gone into Heritage Park. 30 seconds left. That one's out of here. Now 11 home runs for him. It's gone. Home run number 12. A hat trick. 3 in a row. That's number 4 in a row. It's out of here. Just had enough on that one. And that ends the round. And he finishes with an impressive 15 home runs. Hitting first in this championship round, Nelson Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Matt Olson.
Welcome to this Labor Day edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look back at Sunday's news and results. Looking first at the NL Central. The Cubs finished off a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 8-7. At the start of the day, the Cubs are atop the NL Central. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion, while the Brewers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Reds brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they beat the Cardinals on the road, 3-2. They now have 5 straight wins. As of today, the Cardinals sit in second place in the National League Central, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race. And the Reds are third in the division. They're 13.5 out of first place. Chad Kuhl won his 4th game thus far as the Pirates down the Rockies 4-2. As of right now, the Rockies sit in 4th place in the National League West. They're 18.5 games out of first, while the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, 14.5 out of first. The Chicago White Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-4. Heading into the day, the Braves are in second place in the NL East, 5 games back, while the White Sox are in second place in the AL Central, 20 games out of first. The Nationals launched 3 home runs as they beat the visiting Marlins 7-2. At the start of the day, the Nationals sit in second place in the National League East Division, 5 games back, while the Marlins are at the bottom of the division, 13 games out. Yoenis Cespedes had 3 hits and drove in 3, helping the Mets get by the Phillies 3-0. In other Phillies news, relief pitcher Jose Alvarez will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He's suffering from a pulled muscle in his back. As of today, the Phillies are atop the National League East Division. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage, while the Mets are 4th in the division, 10 games out of first. The Los Angeles Dodgers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona 9-7. In more news from the boys in blue, third baseman Justin Turner will be out of action for the next couple of days. He's dealing with stiffness in his back. In the standings, the Diamondbacks sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, 13 games out. And the Dodgers are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Matt Strahm earned the victory, which was his 10th on the year, helping the Padres get the win over the Giants 3-2. Entering the day's action, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Padres are second in the division, 10.5 back. The Indians combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-4. In other news from Cleveland, starting pitcher Trevor Bauer is currently listed as day-to-day. He's dealing with a strained lat muscle. At the start of the day, the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Indians are leading the American League Central Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Astros allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-2. As of right now, the Blue Jays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Astros sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 5.5 back. Masahiro Tanaka won again on the mound, winning his 20th this season as the Pinstripes took care of the A's 4-2. He is currently leading the American League in wins. In other Yankees news, starting pitcher Luis Severino is listed as day-to-day, but is not expected to see any time on the DL. He's said to be dealing with elbow inflammation. As of today, the Yankees sit in 1st place in the American League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the Athletics are leading the AL West. They have a small 1.5-game advantage over second. The Minnesota Twins had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-2. Entering the day's action, the Tigers Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In Game 4 of the American League Championship Series, the Boston Red Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics, sweeping the ALCS and stamping their ticket to play in the Fall Classic against the winner of the NLCS. For Game 5 of the NLCS, the Chicago Cubs racked up 11 hits as a team as they embarrassed the Dodgers 13-3. They now trailed the series 2-3.
Let's play ball! Three! 4-4, paperback. Three! Take the base, ball 4. 3! Ball 4, take the base. That hit him. He's got first.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 47, Xavier Cedeno.
Play ball. 3! 4-4, take the base. 3! He's out. 3! 3! First base. Three! Take the base, ball 4. Ball 4, take the base. 3!
Welcome to those of you just joining us. We've got one out in inning number 7. Max Muncy will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 13.
Ball one. Rosario leads off first with one away. Fouled off. The 1-1. Misses. Ball two.
2-1.
Now Muncy with a swing and a deep drive to right. Looking up is Contreras. Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as the Dodgers have bounced back to tie this 1-2. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
The batter, number 15.
Stepping in now, number 15. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 3.
Striding into the box, Chris Taylor. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle. Baez has it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
A bounce it to the left side. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning. Dylan Floro has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 51.
Let's play ball.
Dylan Floro. Now running at second base. Number 45. Garrett Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. This change defensively for the Cubs. Now playing second base, number 27, Addison Russell. Pinch hitting for the Dodgers, number 25, David Freese. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 15, Brandon Moore.
Number 15 will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here.
15.
Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And Morrow uses the fastball to get ahead. It's 0-1. Ready on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Barnes at third, Rosario at second, Freeze on at first with 2 down. With too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
The payoff pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And another foul ball. He's set. The 3-2. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, they went to the pen because they like the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 2-1. Here it is. 2-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he fouls this one off. Two and two. Here it is. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He set the payoff pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. First delivery to him on the way.
No, that's it.
A ball and no strikes.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Ready with the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Ready with the 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. 8 innings are complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 2. Kenley Jansen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Kenley Jansen.
Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
The 0-1. Tommy just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the run is Told. And he makes the catch in the corner.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's 0 for 5. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Pop high in the air. Bellinger has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one the count to the Cubs first baseman. crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And Tinseltown will be aglow tonight. The Dodgers are National League champions. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat in this one.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In the first game of this year's World Series, the Dodgers amassed 14 hits in the game as they got Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. For World Series Game 2, the Los Angeles Dodgers sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Red Sox. Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In Game 3 of the World Series, the Dodgers combined for 10 hits as a team.
Let's play ball. That hit him. First base. 3. 3. 4, take the base. Take the base, ball 4. Ball 4, take the base.
Your attention, please. In hitting for Boston, number 13. Now pitching for Boston, number 70. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Ball 4, take the
Now
base.
coming into pinch hit, Brock
3.
Holt.
Take the base, ball 4.
Now batting, the
3.
pitcher, Jackie Bradley Jr. Your attention please.
Ball 4, take the
Now
base.
pitching
Ball
for
4, take the base.
number 37, Keith Hembrew.
3. 3. Take the base, ball 4. Play ball. 3. Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take your base. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Take the base, ball 4.
The pitch, number 36, Eduardo Nunez.
3. Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. 3.
Welcome, everyone. We join you now with 2 away here
Now
in the ninth
batting,
inning.
left fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Kike Hernandez. He's got a chance to win it here, but with a couple of bases open, they might think about working around him. 0-1 the count. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Three and 1 to the Dodgers left fielder.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Ryan Brazier takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the ninth to send this one to extra innings. Next up for Los Angeles, A.J. Pollock. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
The 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Fouled away. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. And a Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So they can't get that winning. Caleb Ferguson takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Here's Steve Pearce now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Popped him up. Bellinger in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. First pitch on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Taylor. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Into the box now, Sandy Leon. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ferguson features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher. Two out, nobody on. High and deep to right center. Pollock giving chase. Around first, digging for 2. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. Mitch Moreland will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 18, Mitch Moreland.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. The 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here's the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. The set and the 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-1 pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
the bat.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Moreland at second with 2 down. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
First delivery to him on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Pollock is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Red Sox settle for just the one. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Red Sox are out in front, 1-0. Matt Barnes enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
Matt Barnes.
Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
From the stretch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
This is line to left. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball well outside. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Outside in a full count, 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Andrew Toles will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Andrew
And he takes ball one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-0 delivery. Lifted in the air to right field. Betts has a read on it. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Number 15. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
3-1 to him now. Here it is on 3-1. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Striding in once again, Chris Taylor, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
One and 0. Here it is. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The Dodgers down to their final strike. The 2-2 pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back forward.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
He's set. The 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So stepping in, Justin Turner, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
He's set the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. One and one. Here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
2-1. Here it is. To 2-2 now.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Number 13 is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. So the Red Sox helped out quite a bit by the start turned in by this man, David Price. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
For our ball game tonight.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't.
Play ball. 3. 3. Ball 4. 3. Ball 4. Take the ball. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. 3. Take your base. Ball 4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 64,
3.
Caleb Ferguson.
Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
And welcome in, everybody, as we join you now in the ninth inning.
The shortstop, Ahmed.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today. When that happens, hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Here now the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Now the Red Sox
Number
skipper's
15.
up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead. Matt Barnes answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Number 32.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 15. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And a full house here at Fenway. 36,984 on their feet. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. So a full count now.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
So coming to the plate, Justin Turner. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here's the first pitch to him. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate there. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. Hit hard on the ground to second. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as he'll take a look at ball one.
No doubt some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Big spot, 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. A high fastball is in there.
1-1.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to for the evening.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the ninth, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but we were treated to a great battle.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series.
Play ball. P3. Three. Take your base, ball 4. Take your base. Ball 4, take your base. 3, 3, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Take your base, ball 4.
Now pitching
3,
for number 44, Rich Hill.
3.